Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I have been looking at my kitchen and I think something's missing here. I think we need a little MiniVerse pantry. What do you think? Join me today in the construction of our first ever how-to tutorial and a brand new item to add to our MiniVerse kitchen. We will need 2 pieces of 27 by 6 centimeter cardboard, 6 pieces of 10 by 6 centimeters, and 2 pieces of 27 by 11 centimeters, as well as the glue sticks, your glue gun, and a Sharpie. We will need some other items, but I will show them to you as we go. Grab your 27 by 11 centimeter piece. This is going to be the back of our pantry. This part is going to be something you're able to modify and tweak to your liking. I went ahead and just grabbed some of the MiniVerse items to see how thick I wanted each shelf to be. So for example, the first shelf should fit something that's 4 centimeters tall. The next one is going to be 5.5. The following one 4 centimeters, followed by another one of 4 centimeters, and the last one it's around 6 centimeters. I am also adding in and factoring in the thickness of each cardboard. The cardboard that I'm using is 0.5 centimeters thick, so I'm just also making sure to add that to what I'm drawing or outlining. Outlining everything also helps me when it comes to gluing things. I am horrible at leveling. Anything that you ask me to draw or level will be slanted. So by adding all of these lines, it's hopefully going to prevent it from being extremely tilted to just a little bit tilted. But I'm pretty sure when you all make this, it's going to look amazing and straight. Now that I have gone ahead and dotted everything out, I'm just going to do the lines and it's going to look like this. So where you see the 2 closer lines together, that's the thickness of the cardboard. That's where our shelves will be. I'm going to grab the first shelf and just show you where we would be placing it. So that's why we factored in that line for the 0.5 centimeters. The next steps are also modifiable. You can choose to adhere the cardboard in any step or order you like. Me personally, I'm going to go just a little bit extra, and I'm also going to factor in the thickness of the side panels. So the thickness of each side panel is also the 0.5 centimeters. I'm just going to add the 2 little lines just to help me. It makes sense that you may not need to do this step or skip it, because you can go ahead and level yourself with the outside of the cardboard, right? Just making sure they're straight. But remember, I'm horrible at this, okay? So this is where we want these side panels. Remember, these panels are going to be the 2 pieces that are 27 centimeters by 6 centimeters. Grab one of them, add some of the hot glue. Please be careful while using the hot glue. Us adults burn ourselves too, and if you're a minor, make sure you're with an adult or have adult supervision and permission. We have gone ahead and added our first panel. This second panel that goes to the right, I'm going to hold off on. I find that it's easier if we add first the 6 pieces in the middle and then glue the last part. So let's take these 10 by 6 centimeter cardboard pieces and glue them in the middle. You're going to go ahead and glue them on the side that is going to be touching the cardboard. Add some of the glue. In this particular step, I only added it to the side touching the cardboard, but you can add it also to the side that would be touching the left panel. I did not know how much time I had to add glue to both sides before it wouldn't stick anymore. So I decided not to risk it, but if you're faster than me, if you're amazing at crafting, you can probably do everything at once. Add the glue to both sides. If you add too much glue, don't worry. If you act fast, you can grab anything that's at a 90-degree angle and scrape it, and it will look very well. You have nothing to worry about. We can fix those little things. And also, it's going to be packed with MiniVerse items, right? So nobody's going to be looking at the glue. So this is what it's looking like so far. As it is, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. We just need to add our end pieces just like this. I really hope this turns out the way I envision it. I should have maybe did a test run first, right? But it's okay, we're learning together. We're creating our MiniVerse together. Now that we have all of our shelves glued, we're going to take the last right side panel, which is the 27 by 6 centimeters, and we're also going to add glue to every single shelf to its right. So we're going to grab the glue. This is where I did not know if I was going to be able to add the panel fast enough before the glue dried. So I started adding more glue and I was like, no, just add it, just stick it on there. And it worked. I did go ahead and reinforce it a little. The way that I reinforced it was I added some glue to the sides, and then I took something similar to a cardboard or maybe an old card that you're not using, like a debit card, and just scrape it. Scrape the glue down so that it's not bulky and it's really not that visible once you do that step. Before we continue any further, we need to give our shelf the MiniVerse look. Grab yourself a Sharpie, make sure it's black, and let's start by coloring all the edges. This is what it looks like. I think we did a great job. Sharpies and cardboard for me go very well together. Let me show you how the glue looks. If you notice, it only shines when you put line on it. And here, if you wanted to cover this, you can even go an extra step, maybe add a piece of white paper and glue it on with maybe a glue stick. I think that would work. But let's go ahead and jump onto our door. I decided that leaving the door without this cutout would not be doing any honors to MiniVerse. So since we are talking about MiniVerse, we need to go all out. I decided to cut the inside of the door, and the measurements for that is going to be 23 by 7 centimeters. Once you have cut that out, you're going to also cut out a plastic. The plastic that I have, I got from the MiniVerse multi-pack, and it's going to be 24 by 8 centimeters long. So right now, all we need to do is outline the door with the Sharpie again. You can help yourself with a ruler to make sure that it looks a little bit cleaner, more crispier. But I do have to say that you need to let things dry. If you touch the places where you have already put Sharpie, you can possibly transfer that over. So be careful. I'm going to go ahead and add this little MiniVerse logo. I got it also from the multi-pack. I just cut it out. I'm going to go ahead and stick it on here. And I'm thinking we need to personalize it a little bit, don't we? Let me think of what we'll do. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and stick our little MiniVerse logo with some double-sided tape. Here, if you wanted to, you can also cover maybe the logo with some clear tape just to make sure it lasts a little longer. But I did go ahead and have two labels created. One says CC's and the other one says Pantry. So this will be I can't even speak. This will be CC's MiniVerse Pantry. Now we need to secure the plastic to the door. To secure it, I'm going to be using double-sided tape. The reason I decided to use this particular double-sided tape instead of regular tape is because it has that white finish if you do not remove the plastic for the other side. This one I recommend because not only does it have that white plastic that you would peel off if you wanted it to be double-sided, but it's really thin, so it actually works with the size of the thickness of the actual door. If you wanted to, you could just maybe grab 4 little pieces of tape and put here in the corners, just so that the white film doesn't peel off. Next, we're going to secure our door with this handle. With the help of my husband, we were able to add the handle with these little screws, but we need to be careful because they did trespass the thickness of the cardboard. If this happens to you, just add 2 little dollops of hot glue and that will do the trick. Now for the hinges, both the hinges and the handle have 8mm plated screws. If you're able to get your hands on smaller ones, I would recommend it. For the screws for the door, for the hinges, I did not use them because I noticed that they were just way too close to the edge of the door, and that was going to cause them to tear. They weren't going to last. So I decided to hot glue them. Not sure if this was the best option, but it definitely worked for me. Just be careful when you add the hot glue. Make sure that you do not add it to the place of the hinge that moves, so the very middle, the in between. And right here I'm just securing it with a little bit of extra glue, just taking something that has a good edge to wipe off the excess, just like this. I'm so excited. We're almost done. This is what our finished pantry looks like. What do you think? I wonder how many MiniVerse items fit in here. Definitely a lot. I think we did a great job. What do you think for our first time doing a pantry and a tutorial? I think it came out great. The door opens very nice and smoothly, no issues there. And here is how it looks fully, well, not even fully stocked. We could still add a lot more items. We can always add the little waffle and pancake containers. You can always push those back and add more things. I think it looks really good. I really hope that this little pantry lasts us for a very, very long time and that you're able to replicate it. I really hope you're able to make it your own, that maybe you can share with us any tips, tricks, anything that can help our MiniVerse family make one on their own and make it better, right? But I think we did a really, really good job. Do you like how it looks next to the fridge? I'm kind of thinking we can move it to the other side. Let me see. Yes, a lot better. This definitely looks better for me personally, but I want to thank you for joining me. Bye, guys.